Welcome, my dear students. Today I will discuss your second lesson, which is about microorganism, friend and foe. There are so many tiny organisms, tiny means very small, very small organism around us, which are so small, so small, it's impossible to see through our naked eyes. These very tiny organisms are called microbes or microorganism. A microbes or microorganism is the smallest and simplest form of living being which can be seen only with the help of a powerful microscope. Microorganisms are of different shapes, sizes and varieties. They can work alone, or in group or colonies. Do you know the microorganisms make up the largest number of living organisms on the earth? Microbes are the largest numbers of living organisms in earth. Their survival, even they can survive even in the mouth of volcano. The study of microorganism is come under the domain of science called microbiology. In this chapter, we shall discuss about the microbes or microorganisms. Microorganisms are the smallest and simplest form of living beings that can be seen with the help of a microscope only. Microorganism can survive in any kind of climate. They are found in air, water and in the bodies of plants and animals. They are classified into bacteria, fungi, protozoa and algae. These are the main groups of microorganisms. Virus, in today's scenario, it is a very common name because everyone is talking about coronavirus. What virus is? Virus is neither living and nor non-living. It's a borderline between living and non-living. When it's get a congenial atmosphere or enter in a host body, it's behave like a living organism. It's rapidly grow themselves and make the people sick, as you are seeing in today's scenario in case of corona. Virus is neither living nor living, it is a borderline in between living and non-living. It is not harmful if it is out of host, out of the body of host. When it's entered in the host body, then on getting suitable or congenial atmosphere, it's multiply and show his action and make the people sick. However, viruses reproduce only inside the cell of the host organism, such as bacteria, plants, or maybe animals. Some microorganisms are useful as they help in many food making processes, such as making bread and making brewing of alcohol, pickling, etc. Now we will discuss about their groups. So first of all, we will discuss about the bacteria. Bacteria are single-celled organisms with different shape and sizes. They are found everywhere in air, water, soil, also in the body of other organisms. Bacteria don't have well-defined structure with nucleus. There may be they, they may be a spherical, a rod shape, a spiral, and comma shape. They are having these different types of shapes. Lactobacillus and Rhizobium are some common example of bacteria. Some bacteria are useful to us and some may cause disease to us. Cholera, TB, diphtheria are the diseases which are caused by bacteria. Food poisoning and food poisoning are some common disease in human caused by bacteria. Second group of microbes is fungi. Fungi plants are derived their nutrition from the dead and decaying matter or from the living organism. Fungi may be unicellular or multicellular organism. Unicellular organism are those organisms which having only one cell, or multicellular organism are the organism which are having more than one cells. Most of the fungi have cotton-like thread present in their body called mycelium. Each single thread is called hyphae. Rhizopus, you have seen mold on the bread. Yeast, mushroom, penicillin are some examples of fungi. Some of the fungi like yeast and penicillin are very useful to us. Some of the fungi cause disease like athlete's foot and ringworm in human. Third group is algae. Algae are mostly aquatic plants and you can be found in wet and moist places. The bright green or dark green masses spreading over the water bodies or surface in the ponds or tanks or in river, they are actually algae. Since algae cells have chlorophyll, they can perform photosynthesis. Algae may be unicellular or multicellular. Algae like diatom are unicellular, while Spirogyra and blue-green algae are multicellular. Blue-green algae help to fix the atmospheric nitrogen. Now the next case is protozoa. Protozoa are the most primitive and animal-like microorganism. They are generally found in moist places such as soil and also in aquatic habitats such as freshwater lakes, a stagnant pond and water pools. They are mostly unicellular. They are of different shapes. For example, amoeba, Igulina, Paramecium are some of the protozoa are parasite. Some of the protozoa are parasite. Some of the protozoa are parasite and may cause disease like malaria and dysentery. And these are the classification of bacteria. Now we will throw some light on virus also. Viruses are the smallest microorganism that cannot be seen with the most powerful microscope. They can be seen or studied under powerful electronic microscope. They grow and multiply only inside the living cell of plants and animals or even bacteria, but remain inactive outside the host of the body. They become active and start reproducing as soon as they enter in the living cells of the host. That's why they behave or act like a living, and rest of the time it's remain inactive and behave like a non-living object. That's why it is a border between virus is neither living and nor non-living. Okay, now we will discuss other topics on my next videos. Okay.